You're listening to Braless Watch, where a mother and daughter team offer their own opinions on watching TV through a feminist lens.
I'm Beth, the mom.
And I'm Lily, the daughter.
Welcome to Braless Watch, where TV watching gets a whole new perspective. Clothing is optional.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? You're very giggly.
Doing okay. Yeah. Well, we were talking about something right before this. It made me laugh. So
We were. I hit record really fast.
we did.
Are you excited to talk about today? Or is excited not the right word?
Excited is not the right word. I do like this show. I think subsequent seasons are better than the beginning.
I'll agree.
But
I'll
we're
agree with
doing
that.
only season 1 today. So I'm interested.
Okay.
I don't know if
So today we're talking about season 1 of Disenchantment. It's a Netflix original. It was made by Matt Groening. He also created The Simpsons and Futurama.
yes.
So there's a lot of references to those other shows as well.
Well, and there's voices you hear. You're like, I've heard that.
I've heard that voice. Yeah.
So a lot of internet searching of, voice of,
Yeah. Right.
because it just seems like I've heard that voice before. I'm like, wait.
Because you have for
And then
years.
Then it feels weird because you're looking at the character with this voice coming out. You're like, that's not the right character for that voice.
Right. Gotta love voice actors. Anyway, so season 1 came out in August of 2018. It's season 1, but it's also called part 1. I don't know why it's called part 1 in comparison to season 1. There's no real difference between them.
Right. At one point, I think it said chapter. Did you catch that?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be called chapter 2. I don't
think
know.
That's
I think the chapters are the episode names.
possibly, but also I think it's just a play on literature and
Probably. So this show is set in a fake medieval times situation.
Fake medieval times is good.
Yeah, because there's magic and religion and
Feudalism.
Yeah, there's a lot of, and as we get through it, there's more things that
Very
come
much
up.
the haves and the have-nots
Yeah,
interacting with one another.
right. So you have the royalty lines, and then you have the peasants, as it were.
And I would say that the adherence to feudalism or adherence to this bifurcation of society is blurred on purpose.
It's blurred specifically for Bean, the main character.
Right. Yeah. She doesn't adhere to it.
Because she doesn't adhere to, she does not care about the royalty line.
No.
She doesn't care. We'll talk about her later, but. So would you like to go over cast or trigger warnings? Or cast?
Yeah, let me do cast and then trigger warnings. We only kept the cast to the 3 main characters because there's so many.
Right.
And very notable people come and do voices and stuff for this show, especially in season 1. And I just didn't think it was good for me to sit here and rattle off all these actors. So, and
Right.
Google exists. So, go internet that stuff.
You can also just watch the show and, read the credits at the end.
Or you could do that.
That is a thing.
But who watches credits anymore? I'm just kidding.
I do.
Yeah. I am definitely the one at the end of movie theaters and stuff, the last one to leave because I just want to read all of the credits.
Right? Read as many credits as you can. Sometimes the credits go too fast.
Sometimes they go too fast, and sometimes they're so saturated with Easter eggs and comments and stuff. You're like, wow, that's a lot. Someone actually sat down and wrote all that. Which is funny, but also,
sometimes you got names like Hair Wrangler.
Right, exactly.
The Hair Wrangler was this person. That's their job title.
So, okay. The cast for the 3 main characters is Princess Bean, or Princess Tia Beanie, is played by Abby Jacobson. Elfo is played by Nat Faxon. And Lucy is played by Eric Andre.
Yes.
So it's a multicultural and mixed gender cast. So,
I mean, yeah, all good starting points.
Very good starting points. Yeah.
So trigger warnings.
Oh my God.
There's going to be a lot.
Y'all buckle in because it's a cartoon, everything goes.
It's animated. That is something we did talk about. It is animated.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things that get animated.
Yeah, pretty much everything goes. So if you're sensitive to anything specific, then you might want to look it up on doesthedogdie.com before you watch the show, because
there's
my
also
goodness.
I will say the show is filled with Easter eggs behind the scenes, if that makes sense. So behind what the main characters are doing.
Oh yeah,
background stuff.
I was gonna mention that because I laughed so hard at some of the signs, some of the interactions going on
the
behind
racist
them.
Antelope.
Yes, I wrote that down. The
Watch
racist
out
antelope.
for the racist antelope, and then you see the racist antelope later.
Yeah.
Okay, go to trigger warnings.
There was one scene where I think the queen was standing up there, or Bean was standing up there. I can't remember who was standing up at the just talking to the crowd or whatever, and someone goes, "Take off your shirt." Like they were at a bar or something. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, stuff like that. It's really just interjected snark and irony and
sarcasm.
Lots of sarcasm. Yeah.
Okay.
So trigger warnings are binding of a human, being bound up, deceit, lying, physical assault, alcohol consumption, alcoholism, images of height. So I put that in as because I'm one that's very sensitive to things going off of a cliff or whatever.
This is when Alpha was dropped, isn't it?
There's so many drops of anything.
Right. So, true.
Yes.
They survive a lot of grand falls.
Right.
That would kill an actual human.
At the end of the cartoon, it should say no cartoons were harmed in this cartoon. That's what it should say.
Anyway, continue.
Threat of harm, oppression, of course, nudity, incest, sexual content, kink inclusion, which I liked, hanging depiction, like hanging of a person, depiction, which was funny because he didn't hang because he's too light. No,
because he's too light because he's an elf or part elf.
Which there's a comment there about gravity, whether they knew about gravity or not. Anyway. Overall violence, couple of war scenes, blood, death, stabbing, impalement, mutilation, mention of religion, religious ceremony, smoking, sex work mentioned, falling depiction, which I mentioned with images of height, suicide conversation, premeditation of murder, poison mention, animal cruelty, human cruelty, overall cruelty.
By the way, I think we're at episode 2 now.
Right? Yeah. Torture, fire, knives, decapitation, drug use, stealing, desecrating remains, cannibalism, vomiting, and betrayal.
Wow.
Did I mention murder? Murder's in there too.
Murder's in there too. Murder is in there.
Hey, I did pretty good. I only had one that copied.
Oh, good.
Itself. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
No, I'm not sure that's all of it because you get desensitized with this cartoon weirdly, and I have an eyebrow up right now because I'm one that's really triggered by stuff, but I guess because of the guise of it being a cartoon and nobody's real, that
does help. That does.
You can easily swallow it better.
Yeah, that's one thing that actually people who make animated shows realized is that if you make the character not human, it's easier to do the harder storyline. Just think BoJack Horseman, another Netflix original. That show would be very hard to swallow if most of the characters weren't animals.
Right?
So anyway, back to Disenchantment. Yeah, getting desensitized, I'm not surprised by that. Also, you and I have seen this before.
We have seen this before. A couple times for me.
I have seen this.
Weirdly, I have not finished it.
What?
I know. I need to finish it. So I will likely finish it now.
Okay. Because I've finished it multiple times now. So that's really fun that you haven't finished it.
Right?
So you don't know where it goes or where the storyline goes.
No.
Do you know where you stopped
No,
before we get started? Okay. Just
I
thought
don't
I'd
remember.
ask.
I remember downloading it for a flight sometime
And then didn't.
and then either didn't finish it or worked on something else because I have ADHD and can't stay with one thing on a 4-hour flight. So,
That sounds like you.
yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I haven't finished it. And it just never occurred to me to finish watching it. So now it's come back into my
Circle.
purview. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll
it's not
probably
a bad
finish it.
show, and it does end pretty well. I will say that.
Wraps up
The
really good.
It does wrap up really well. The final season came out or final part, whatever you want to call it, came out in 2023. Um,
Oh, okay. So it's fairly
So-
recent. I didn't realize it was made in 2000 or was released in 2018.
mhm.
That's pretty
Close.
young.
Nearby. Young. Young? It's young. Okay.
It's young. Yeah.
Whatever. Let me give you my overall feeling for this first season. Because you already gave yours, but for me, this first season really relies too heavily on random happenings that are relevant to later storylines. So for this first season, it's a lot of random things that happen, and then in the next seasons, they make sense as to why.
So is it a
Just blah, blah, blah.
chaotic beginning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this show would have been better if they leaned heavier into the storyline rather than I don't random happenings like Futurama, where there's random things that pop up. Each episode has its own storyline, those kind of things.
Oh, so you want it to be more episodic.
No, less episodic. More leaning into the overall storyline.
Oh, I didn't feel that way.
Interesting. In comparison to the other seasons, because I've seen those, I feel like this.
Oh, you're basing it on the fact that you've watched the other seasons.
Well, part of it, but also I've seen the other two shows that he's created, and it feels like this show would have been totally different and really would have set itself apart if he had leaned into the more overarching storyline rather than the episode.
Maybe he didn't know where it was going.
I know that's not true.
Oh.
Because this has been in the works before Futurama was created.
Oh, wow.
Like in his head.
Okay. Maybe, I mean, this is a throw in the dark, but maybe technology wasn't quite there, or he didn't have resources to
who knows? It could have been some random executive. Who knows?
Yeah, I find that sometimes when things feel a little off kilter in the very beginnings, it's because, again, executives
step in the way.
Somebody's making decisions that make it more truncated or feel like it's off or doesn't. And those of us who watch TV a lot can sense those things, right?
The other thing that could happen is that's how they sold the show to the executives, and then once they get the show started, then they can start steering it how they want. Take the Orville with Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
That he sold it as a parody to Star Trek, but it's not a parody to Star Trek. Like 3 episodes later, it's steered away from that.
It is.
Because that's how he sold it to the executives to get them to pay for it.
You just said that Seth MacFarlane lied to the executives to sell his show. That's what you just said.
Yeah. I feel like more people should do that.
Yay, Seth MacFarlane? Sorry, Seth MacFarlane? I don't know.
I mean,
not that he's going to actually listen to this show.
Right?
Hey, if you are listening, hit us up. We got ideas.
Got ideas. But back to Disenchantment, I just feel like this show has a whole overarching storyline, and it feels too episodic, especially in this first season. Later seasons feel like that too, but not to a lesser extent.
I wonder if that's so me thinking relationally here. I wonder if that's because Bean is chaotic. Like she doesn't have a footing of her own. She doesn't feel right being in the royal family because her family is kind of weird and dysfunctional, and she's dysfunctional. She's an alcoholic at a very young age, and I wonder if her decision making is so flighty and impulsive that maybe that's the whole
part of the reason why.
Yeah, why? Yeah, because it's all centered on her and her experiences. So
yeah, let's talk about Bean. Tia Beanie. That's her real first name. She goes
Oh
by
my god,
Bean.
did you look up her whole name?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
Do you have it?
I have it.
Okay.
Princess Tia Beanie, Maria Beanie de la Rochambeau
Uh-huh.
Crunkwitz.
Grunkwitz.
Oh, Grunkwitz. I even got it
Which-
wrong.
In the episode where they go to Dankmeyer, she says drunkwitz at the end. Because
Oh my
she's
God,
drunk.
So funny. So funny.
So Bean is the princess and is the oldest of Zog's kids.
She has a half brother.
She has a half brother. She was born of the first queen, which is Queen Dagmar.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dagmar was turned to stone. And so Zog got remarried for an alliance with Dankmeyer to Una.
Mm-hmm.
And then Una and Zog had Derek, who is the heir apparent.
That's his name. I didn't know his name.
Because he doesn't really get introduced.
Nope.
For 5 episodes,
nope.
he's just
and then
there.
he just starts talking, and you're like,
Right.
who's that?
In episode 6, he just starts talking.
You're like, you have a voice? You talk?
Right? So he never really gets introduced, but his name is
Nope.
Derek. He's like 11 or 10, maybe even 9, something like that.
I think somewhere I read it, he was like 14, so he's just a little bit younger.
That's also a possibility.
I think Bean is like 18, 19.
Yeah.
Somewhere around that. And then he's like at the first part of teens.
We
13,
know
14.
that Dagmar was in the Turn to Stone for 15 years.
Right.
That we know. So within those 15 years, Bean has grown up and Derek was born.
That makes sense. So she was 3, and in 15 years, that's 18 years. So that makes her 18 years old.
It makes her 18. And then Derek is probably, we'll say 12. He acts younger than he is because he doesn't socialize with other children.
Doesn't socialize. He's not.
He's also not really parented.
No, he's not parented.
He has a nanny. That's about it. Una is not one to be a parent, even though she is one of my favorite characters.
One of my favorite lines from her is, just set your eggs on the side table and get out of there.
Right? just get out of there. You don't need to know what happens.
As if everyone just pops out
releases
eggs.
Yeah. That's because she's amphibian.
Right. And then she gets mad because someone called her an amphibian. I think the King Zog
called her bird type.
Oh, bird.
Called her, thought she was, said something about her feathers, and she's like, I am not bird type.
That's great.
Dagmar. Oh, Una is one of my favorite characters. You don't see it in this season, but Una is one of my favorite characters. She has a great line, and this is a continuous thing that she says later, where she says, I was class clown. Is joke. Or is.
Exactly, yes.
And then she walks away.
Yeah.
Or is.
Right? Yeah. Good stuff.
Una is one of my favorite characters. But she's not really a parent. She's not really a mom. She didn't really want to be.
No.
She's actually a lot like Bean.
Yeah.
Where she didn't really want to be in this royal line, but she's been forced into this.
Yeah.
Which is why she relies on drugs.
Snake root.
Snake root. Which, let's talk about snake root real quick. It is a real plant.
Really?
It does have medicinal benefits, especially for topical applications. However, there are some versions of snake root that are poisonous.
Oh, no.
So don't just go buying and using any old snake root. Make sure you know what you're getting. And also, I don't think it gives you a high like Una, where she just runs around the fountain.
Right.
Screaming. Don't think it does that. Though there are days where I feel like I could just do that.
Right.
Just run around a fountain. Screaming.
Without snake root.
Right? Anyway, so back to Bean. Bean is a rebellious teenager. She spends a lot of time with the drunks at the bar. She doesn't want to be a princess. She doesn't want to deal with the royal anything. Mostly because in royal lines, women are
Tools.
objects. Yeah, objects for alliances and for treaties. and all of that to keep things afloat. And they have no say over their own selves.
They don't have any legacy or anything. The men are the heirs.
Right. Which is why Derek oversteps her.
Yes.
Because he's a male.
Right.
So, and he's half human, half Dankmarian, I guess. That's how you would say that. Dankmeyer? Whatever the Dankmeyer is. Dankmarian? I'm going to guess that, but.
Sure.
Dankmeyerist?
No, I like
Dankmarian is better. Okay. Bean spends a lot of this first season just becoming friends and figuring out how to be friends with people or beings, they're not people, being friends with beings because she had never really had true friends.
Right. She grew up in seclusion for the most part.
Well, not just seclusion, but also everyone around her is scared of Zog.
Right. Which makes sense.
Or the royal
He's
line.
Impulsive with his decisions, and you could die from that impulse.
Right. He will drop people out of the castle because the castle's on a hill and it falls into the water.
Yeah.
He throws scepters, which is why the bar is called the Flying Scepter.
Right.
Because that's where all the scepters land. From Zog throwing them.
Right.
So Bean spends a lot of this first season becoming friends with Elfo and Lucy because neither one of them are scared of Zog, are from Dreamland, or care about the royal line.
Right. And this is why Elfo and her get along, is that Elfo doesn't care about his legacy either, or what he is supposed to represent, or...
Right.
Yeah, he never felt like he fit in.
Because he didn't. And he didn't realize why until later in the season when Touchy...
Great character, by the way.
Right. No eyes. All touch.
Literally no eyeballs. Like, just sockets.
Yeah, it's just holes.
Weirdly drawn cartoon, but yes.
Touchy, because he can recognize everything.
And how creepy is that?
Touch. Right? He will touch, which is why he stays in the dungeon. They keep him in the dungeon. Because he won't stop touching things.
Well, and he makes these weird sounds when he's touching. Exactly.
It's like he's trying to breathe in everything. Oh, God. Anyway, so Touchy reveals that Elfo's not full elf.
He didn't know that. Elfo didn't know that.
He had no idea.
Yeah. But him and Bean get along because they both feel out of place in the world they grew up in the sociocultural, is that a word?
Right.
Aspects of their lives. And they're both relatively young, so they're now trying to figure out their own identities and all of that stuff. And Elfo...
Well, we don't know how old Elfo is.
Nah. I don't think it really matters, really.
Not really. I mean, he's half elf, I guess.
He's just at the same place.
Yeah, he is...
Developmentally, right? He's just trying to figure out his own identity. He, kept getting in trouble for, quote-unquote, breaking the elf rules or whatever that is. And, going against the culture there.
Which, I mean, of course he was trying to sleep with Kissy. Everybody sleeps with Kissy. Because Kissy, as she says, she doesn't say no.
Well, and I think she just likes sex.
She does. One of the lines she says is, "I've never said this before, but I can't go all the way."
Right?
And that's what he was talking about leaving.
Yeah, he wanted to take her with him.
But
she didn't want to go. Yeah,
Bean and Elfo are very much in the same position in this first season of trying to figure out who they are outside of their duties, their roles, their prescribed roles. So we've talked a little bit about Elfo. We've talked a little bit about Bean. Let's talk about Lucy. Lucy is a personal demon that was sent to Bean on her wedding day, which Bean didn't end up getting married for a couple reasons. We'll talk about that later. But Lucy was sent as a gift, we'll say,
I mean, that's how it was implied in the little box.
It was implied, but it's not, as you see with Cloyd, and I don't think they ever call her Becky, but Cloyd and Becky.
Is it Becky? Yeah, I thought it was Becca, but it could be Becky.
It's Becky, and then she tries to say, "I go
she
by
goes
Rebecca
by Rebecca.
now." Yeah, I go by Rebecca now, and then everybody still just calls her Becky.
Tries to assert her.
She does. It does not work. Anyway, so it's Cloyd and Becky, and Cloyd and Becky sent Lucy to, I don't think it was to destroy the marriage. It was, well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. We can only surmise. We don't really find out from Cloyd and Becky besides to put Bean on her destiny line.
Right. I think it's some kind of belief in a destiny or prophecy or something. And it's sort of a nudge in that to get her to go in that direction.
Right. And so
to break her free will of her own.
Right. We don't find this out in this season, but a little bit of spoiler for the next season. Cloyd and Becky are siblings to Dagmar.
Thought I remembered that. Yeah.
So they're trying to continue Dagmar's work, which was to get Bean on her destiny.
Yeah, because Dagmar poisoned herself.
Yes.
Unbeknownst to herself.
Yes. She Yeah, let's talk about Dagmar. Let's just go ahead and talk about Dagmar. So Dagmar was turned to stone, and then at the end, or towards the end of the season, Bean uses the Elixir of Life pendant to bring her back, to get her de-stonified.
She chooses Dagmar over Elfo. They're
she
both
does.
Lying dead right there.
She does.
Lying. She's in a stone statue, but yeah, right. She chooses her mom over her new friendship.
And that's a choice she has to live with for the rest of time. Because this, like I said, this part is where the story really picks up. There's a lot of building blocks in this first season of things
you gotta have to set the stage.
You do. I don't know. I just feel like it could have been done differently. Anyway,
I mean, it's storytelling, and everyone who tells a story is going to tell it differently, even if it has the same general components. Every time you repeat a story, it's going to have a new flavor to it because humans are unique in how they interpret their own world, how they interpret the stories they've been told,
right?
Like all of that stuff. So yeah.
So speaking of stories, Dagmar, for most of Bean's life, has been put on this pedestal.
Yes.
Because Zog was fully in love with her.
Yeah, worshipped her.
So Dagmar is on this pedestal, and even in the wedding portrait that they have of Zog and Dagmar, she's very happy. She looks very happy. But when Dagmar actually is revealed, she didn't care about Zog at all.
Right.
Zog was a means to an end to get Bean. There's more to it, but specifically Bean. She also doesn't care about Bean, as we find out.
Yeah. Because Bean is a means to an end.
Bean is a means to an end. And we find out Dagmar is as manipulative as she is in the final episode of this season, when Dagmar releases the potion to all of Dreamland to turn them to stone.
Yeah. And then Bean's just trying to figure out the pieces.
Right. And Bean's unaware of Dagmar doing this. Bean thinks it's Una, because that's what Dagmar has said. And nobody talks to Una. Una is fairly unliked in the Dreamland, mostly because Una doesn't want to be there. So she's a lot like Bean, where she doesn't want to be there, so she's just going to do her own thing. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Don't care about the kingdom. I don't want to be queen. But I am, because I was the reason the war stopped.
So funny when she's fighting over the seat. And Dagmar comes back and she's like, "That's my seat." And Dagmar's like, "But it's my seat." And, she doesn't want to be queen, but that's her seat.
It is. She follows the rules because she's trying. I think part of her is trying not to cause a war.
Yeah, it's the representation. She holds a lot of pressure and stress for that because she has to uphold that position or role
because their marriage, Zog and Una's marriage, stopped the war between Dreamland and Dankmeyer over the canal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So if they break up, if there's a divorce, or whatever is of that time, it could end badly. And so she has to keep her place. And this is what Oddval, who we haven't talked about, but Oddval, that's why he works with Una and sends the turkey to Dankmeyer and all this kind of stuff of, to prep Dankmeyer of Dagmar's back. So please, don't panic. We're going to figure this out. All this kind of stuff.
Right.
Don't cause a war yet. It's not time for war. Hold off.
I like Oddval.
Yes. Oddval's great. Cersaria's great.
So there is some LGBTQ leanings, hints.
Yes, there's more as time goes on.
Yes,
in the series.
Yeah.
But in this first season, it's very light touches. Light touches.
It is light touches. But Oddval is one of those that has...
Yes, because they have their
secret life.
Secret meeting orgy.
They do.
It's a meeting, but it's also an orgy.
Right? Elfo is standing at the door. When you get done doing that thing, whatever, and he's like trying to be very...
I need you to throw a wet blanket on the party, not that wet blanket.
Right? Exactly.
We don't even see what he sees. We just see him seeing it.
I like how nonchalant he is with it. He's just like, not that wet blanket.
Right. Not that one. And then they're just like, no. My favorite is that episode ends with one of Oddval's great lines of, you don't have to tell me what happened up here if I don't have to tell you what happened down there.
Exactly.
Then they get to cleaning. Because Zog's coming back.
Oh, and in that scene, it was really funny because Zog's like
narrating.
He was narrating. Driving up to the castle, looks nice and clean. Going up to the entryway,
narrating himself.
Yeah, he was narrating himself, and then he's like, going up the stairs to my throne room, sitting in my throne. All looks well. Blah blah. A fire sounds nice.
Being asked him, like, why are you talking like that? He's like, I had a stroke on the way home. After going to the spa because he drank bad water.
Right.
Which their disease, the way that they healed the disease was torture.
Torture, yeah.
Or it just happens to be time. We don't know which, so we just do with torture.
Exactly. Chaz is awesome.
Chaz as a reoccurring character, by the way.
Exactly. Hi, I'm Chaz. I'll take your order.
Right? He's a waiter for several of
these
episodes.
He's whatever will give him cash or money or trade or whatever to get him to live his life. He does
Chaz
whatever.
Does continue to be a recurring character.
He's a Dinkmarian too.
He is.
Yeah.
He is a Dinkmarian.
So he just keeps showing up. I'm just like, oh, it's Chaz again.
He's also slightly a psychopath.
Slightly. A little bit, yeah.
Okay. We didn't talk about Lucy.
Oh, no, we didn't talk about Lucy.
So he was sent by Cloyd and Becky because Dagmar was still in Stone. And I think this was their only way to push Bean because you don't know this yet, but they're not allowed in Dreamland.
Demons are... Oh, the Cloyd and Becky.
Cloyd and Becky. Cloyd and Becky are not allowed in Dreamland.
So they send the demon.
So they send Lucy, who... Lucy is also actually in a similar place to Bean and Elfo. Because he fits in with the demons, but he's bored.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't really realize that until way later, but he starts being
all the
kind.
Evilness is too much. Yeah, exactly. He
starts being kind. Like, he saves Bean from being burned alive because of the exorcism. Because I mean, they're not wrong. If you burn the person alive, the demon cannot be in there anymore,
right?
Because the person is dead.
Right.
It does solve the problem, but it doesn't keep the person alive. That's the problem. Big Joe, he's very creepy.
I like Lucy.
Lucy is one of my favorite characters.
One of my favorite
Of
lines
my
from
three.
from episode 1 is that he has times when you shouldn't. It's exactly when you should.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, in a lot of instances, especially current times, you might find yourself in where a previous iteration of you
Mm-hmm.
would not have done the things that you're doing now.
Right.
And I found that to be an interesting statement, considering what we're all going through right now. So I thought that was interesting.
So Elfo and Lucy and Bean all help each other grow.
Yeah.
Because they treat each other as who they are. They accept who they are, and there's no pretense or bias or fear of Zog, because Lucy he's a cat. That's what Zog thinks he is. He's a talking cat. He's a talking cat.
I mean, if we can have a talking pig and a laughing horse, sure, why not a talking cat?
The laughing horse. Okay, the laughing horse does come back, by the way. A lot of the characters in this first season come back.
Yeah.
And some of them, like the Archdruidess from the first episode when she's doing the wedding piece, and she's talking about the religion at first. She says, "Nobody knows for sure, but I talk with confidence, and you dopes will believe anything I say."
Yep.
She does come back, and she's important.
That's funny.
But in this season, she's only in one episode. And then you have Merkimer, who gets turned into a pig.
Who's voiced by Matt Berry.
Right. My main question, why is he still in Dreamland? He is a prince of Brentwood, not Twinkletown.
Yeah.
Twinkletown's different.
And Brentwood is the one that has the sister and brother that are married.
Yes, and also
had children.
Yes. And Bunny is her name, and she has a bird in a bird cage in her hair.
She does.
I didn't notice that before.
Interesting, right?
I've seen this like 3 times. I didn't notice that before.
Well, and I just learned, I don't know if this is relevant or not. It could be, it could not be, I don't know. But I just learned that there was symbolism back in the late 1800s where birds in cages represented purity, and purity meaning purity of your virginity, your body, your personhood.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you release the bird from a cage, that's the symbolism in a photo, or not photo, I guess would be a painting or something like that, some kind of imagery.
Mm-hmm.
When you're releasing the bird, you are either now open to soiling that purity, I don't know, or just giving up your virginity.
That's all weird.
In that context of her having a bird in a cage in her hair makes me think about that, and like in the like it's in tongue in cheek ish.
Maybe they also
relationship.
They also have a carriage that's an extra long carriage with spinner rims. I don't know if you caught that.
No, I didn't catch that.
So when the car stops, the rims keep spinning.
So this is something I want to recommend to everyone: is watch it once, get the gist of everything, and then watch it a second time and get more of the background stuff going on, because there's so much to
there's a lot that happens, and
it's so funny. And
there's a lot of introductions to things that happen way before it actually gets introduced. Yeah. Example, here's a spoiler from like a couple seasons later, so fair warning. The Trogs. You can see the Trogs in the castle, and their little holes that they come out of all around the castle.
What's a Trog?
Okay, then you need to go watch it.
Oh.
I'm not going to tell you what a Trog is.
I mean, it makes me think of Vip and Vap.
So Vip and Vap are different, but Vip and Vap are great. They don't have very many speaking lines.
No, but I can't figure out what they're not gnomes.
No, they're from a special island that we find out that Dagmar brought them over. In this season, we also find out, which is something that is not really discussed in the whole series, not just in this season, but the whole series, is Oddval coming to Dreamland. So we don't know what he is. He has 3 eyes or 4 eyes.
Oh, we don't know what his species is,
we don't know what his species is. We don't know where he's from, but we know that he came to Dreamland with Dagmar.
So
because
he may be part of that.
When Zog first met Dagmar or saw Dagmar was at one of his tournaments or whatever, and he was sitting next to her. So that means Oddball came with Dagmar and then
so he may have been an advisor for her then, or
possibly
like a keeper, possibly a handler, keeper, something like that, manager.
Don't know.
Whatever.
And but then he just stayed in Dreamland.
He did, and he probably got trapped there.
He may have just enjoyed
Dagmar is there. Well, and he has a lot of freedom, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does have a lot of freedom.
Freedom and privilege. One of the best lines out of him is, don't ask about my fourth eye.
Right. So he has 3 eyes on his head.
He does.
Not sure where the 4th eye would be.
He just said, don't ask about it.
Don't ask about it. Well, another thing about Oddball, is a small thing, is that when he's walking behind the king, he bends down to be at the king's level. When the king stops, he stands up.
Does he do it with his? Because I didn't.
He does it with his back.
He does it with his back. Interesting.
He leans down to be at the king's level, so that the king is always
just got
taller when he's walking.
Miranda Hart putting one leg out and one knee down to get to Stevie's height.
Right.
In Miranda, the TV show Miranda.
That's gosh.
Funny. That's why I was asking how did you achieve that? Because it's really difficult for a tall person to become small like that. Yeah, and short. So, okay. We didn't really talk about Lucy. That's so funny.
We still didn't talk about Lucy.
We're getting off kilter there.
Oh gosh.
Lucy's exactly what Lucy's supposed to be.
He's a personal demon. That's what he's supposed to do. He's a personal
demon. He's attached to Bean. He does a very horrible job at directing her because she has her own free will and it's very strong. And she's already engaging in debauchery and things she shouldn't be.
All
the
she's
things already an alcoholic.
He would already do. It's a very light push to get her to do anything.
Which makes him even more bored because there's nothing to do to possess her to.
Which is why he likes Elfo.
Right.
Because Elfo is gullible, and he can also beat up on Elfo.
He can.
My favorite is when they're in the drug episode where they go to the Den of Wonders or whatever.
Yeah.
And Bean is seeing a heartbeat, and it's actually Elfo, Lucy beating up Elfo.
Right.
We don't know why they're beating each other up, but that's how they got thrown out.
Right.
It's just rhythmic blows.
And then a few scenes down or another episode, Elfo does come back to Lucy and is starting to punch Lucy. So they come back. They're like two brothers. They just go at each other all the time.
My favorite is in that one is he starts beating up Lucy. And he goes, "Tell me who you are." "Oh, hi, Lucy," and he keeps beating him up because he's worried about what will happen when he stops.
Exactly. Elfo is my favorite character.
Okay.
And I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know if it's because Elfo is just this wide-eyed, conditioned to see all the good, or at least just have this lens of good, and he's so vulnerable to everything. He gets in these circumstances like when Bunty took him in as a baby. And he's like, "I don't like this anymore," and he can't get out. And so
my favorite of that is he's like, he said it was fine when I took it too far, but you're taking it too far.
Exactly. Then he tries to hit on another character. I can't remember who he was trying to hit on. And he's like, if you're looking at the nappy,
that character comes back later. That character comes back later.
He's like, ignore that I'm wearing a diaper, basically.
Basically, they're war pants, which is really funny because when we first see Elfo experiencing the world, he talks to the gnomes, and the gnomes are like, "We're at war." And they're at war with the ogres, by the way, who are really, really tall.
Yes. That was one of the very first scenes of because Elfo was coming out.
Right, and Elfo goes,
area.
"I like war, but I don't love it."
One of the best lines from Elfo I loved was him being hanged or trying to be hanged. And he goes, "I'd rather die a big death than to live a small life. And I thought, well, that's just poignant right there.
That was afterward. That was when he was leaving. Because
yeah.
That
he was
was
trying
when
to just make his case, argue his case of, I want to leave. I don't want to live here anymore.
Yeah, because they said you will not be able to return.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever returned. Not even Returno, which is not true, by the way. Returno did return.
That's funny. And Elfo ended up returning.
Elfo did end up returning. So he could find out the answers that he did not get.
I think Lucy in this particular season is not...
There's not a lot to him.
There's not a lot to him. Yeah,
he has a lot of great lines.
There's not a lot of work for him to do because Bean already does it for him.
Right.
So he's along for the ride for the most part.
There's only a few episodes where he pushes her over, and that's like in the Dankmeyer episode.
That's the one I was thinking of where he spiked her drink.
He spiked her drink, and then
she's trying to write the speech.
Really drunk.
She gets so drunk.
So drunk. And she has a great line. She's hanging upside down from the ceiling, and she says, "Wearing dresses is hard."
Exactly. She has no pants on underneath.
No, because she's
undergarments, nothing.
This robe backwards, by the way.
Right.
And then she goes, "Oh, I'll just spin it around," and she spins herself around.
Oof.
She's very, very drunk.
I have to say, from a mother's perspective, it's very hard to watch a young person, doesn't matter if it's a young person, be so involved in altering consumption of drugs and alcohol and stuff.
Yep.
Just to escape the conditioning, the world, the culture,
the control.
And the control, yeah.
Because
that's what
the royalty line is. It's very in control.
And it's written on purpose that way.
Of course. Yeah. Because that's what it was like back then.
And I did have a note. I was very interested that, Matt Groening was a human man. Yeah. Unfortunately, we've lost him now.
Have we?
Yeah, he's not alive anymore. He died of cancer a few years ago. So we're not going to get any more out of him. But as far as his creativeness,
that's not true. He's alive.
Is he alive? Because I could have sworn I saw that he had died.
He's 72.
Matt Groening is 72.
Mm-hmm.
Could have sworn he died.
No, he's alive. He's fine. He has 11 children, though. I just saw that on his Wikipedia. The fuck are you doing, man?
Well,
actually, we know what we're doing. We know what you're doing. Stop doing that.
He's a real life oddball.
Oddball doesn't have kids.
I could have sworn he died.
No.
Interesting.
Who are you thinking of?
I don't know, because I could have sworn he died. I'm sorry to Matt Groening, because I maybe the internet lied to me, I guess. I don't know. This was years ago when I got the news of that, and I was like, well, that's so sad.
Maybe you got one of this happens with a lot of celebrities where somebody announces they're dead and then they're like, am I dead? It's just like on Schitt's Creek with
right,
Moira
Schitt's Creek. Yeah, that's the
Rose.
one I was thinking of. Yeah.
With Moira, she's like, I'm not dead.
I'm right here.
Alexis comes running in after she tweets, "We lost a good woman today,"
with the sunglass emoji.
Yeah,
with the
smiley face.
Yeah,
Alexis,
so bad.
Anyway,
oh god.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No,
so anyway, my point was that men were pretty much the ones who created the show, wrote the show, and likely greenlit the show.
Oh yeah.
And it's all about a woman going through these things.
It's supposed to be very feminist. That's what he was leaning into, is that it was supposed to be.
I had to hand it to him for even trying, really, because that's not normal,
right,
in our society, especially here in America. It's not our it's not culturally,
which is probably part of the reason why this show didn't fully go as big as it did, as big as like Simpsons or Futurama.
Right.
That's part of it. Because for some reason, feminist shows, no matter if it's inherently feminist or just about a female character tend to not be super big unless they're targeting women specifically, like Sex and the City. That's their specific audience. Outside of that, just very few people who watch it.
I would say Disenchantment's for everyone. It's actually
and
quite
that's
queer friendly, human friendly. Despite all the trauma warnings,
there is a lot they do.
It's because abuse is very dare I say natural to this particular cultural.
I mean, it's medieval Europe. That's what it's supposed to be.
It's medieval Europe. So anything goes, any kind of torture. It's very, you know what it is? It's very, oh, come on, brain.
Is your brain working?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's very mighty. It's very Monty Python.
Yes.
It's very Monty Python. In that it's making a parody or a joke of cultural.
Well, and what's really funny is
things.
They make a joke about themselves. There's that one guy, and he continues to return. I don't know how he survives every time. It's that episode with the Viking, and the guy comes out to yell at him for parking on his street with his huge ass boat. You can't park here kind of situation.
Yeah.
And the guy says, my flaming arrow says otherwise, and the guy's like, wait, do you mean the arrow is talking? In this world of a bunch of different talking things, I need to know, because I don't know. We need to set some rules for this show.
The arrow's going through the air and the fire's going wee.
Right.
That could very well possibly happen in this particular cartoon.
It doesn't.
It does not, but
no.
Yeah.
But that's what the guy out of the window was talking about, and he's always the one that's super logical about things, and he always gets shot with an arrow and falls out of his window.
There was something I was watching. I don't know if it was this particular show, but there was something I was watching that it may have been this show that said something along the lines of, well, we don't get to that in season 1 or something until it like alluded to season 1. And I don't know if it was this show or not.
So the only allusion to that, something like that, is Sorcerio says it's been a great season.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes.
It's been a great season. And by season, I mean the time of year.
Fall,
or something.
summer, I don't know what we're in. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, but I took it as a viewer
because it was the final episode of that season.
It was the final episode. Yes. Okay, they did have the right show.
Yeah. I get it. Me too.
We've already mentioned, I don't know, 8 in this one particular.
We watch a lot of shows, and we don't talk about all of them on this show yet.
No, because we have not been doing it long enough. But yeah, I think you're right. Lucy is bored. I think Elfo is oblivious. He's that character that gets caught up in things and doesn't realize it till way later.
Lucy calls him out on that.
Bean is another one that does impulsive decision making and gets caught up in things too, but she also hasn't been raised.
No.
So there's no way she's been taught how to make decisions or make decisions on behalf of
Bunty is the closest parent that she has.
I love Bunty. Oh my God.
Bunty has this hidden rage to her.
She does. Yeah. And then I think there's a psychic or somebody.
It's Tess with the eyeball, the magic ball.
Oh, yeah. She's like, ooh.
You have a hidden rage to her. And then Bunty's
I really like Tess, too.
That's why I can't keep a dog alive.
Exactly. Oh, man. When Bean, Elfo, I guess, the demon comes, I think, in that scene, but they come to Bunty's house because she's trying to run away from the castle or whatever.
It's not run away.
Oh no, she got banished.
Out.
Yeah, she got banished.
Kicked out, and that was after she went to the nunnery.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was in a convent.
She was in a convent for a while.
Oh my God,
the nuns
neurodivergent. Yes. She was doing the slurping at the opposite, and I was like, "Oh my God, just do it on time!"
Right?
Because my neurodivergent brain was like, "Oh, that's really irritating."
And the nuns chant beforehand before they start eating is, "I am bad, you are bad, and we are bad together. Yeah. Humanity's a wretched lot, but God is slightly better." That's their chant, and then they eat.
Oh, they slurp on their gruel. Oh God, so funny. But yeah, so she gets to Bunty's house to take refuge, and they all sit down to have gruel again. I don't know what the hell they're eating.
It's some kind of stew or something.
Oh yeah, and later we find out they eat horse because a horse died on there.
Of course they eat horse. This is the thing. It's medieval Europe, so
anything goes, man.
Anything goes. Yeah. They're gonna eat whatever is nearby.
Right.
As Bunty said, they don't have a window. They have a trash hole, and then they didn't have a door until the horse tried to eat the wall. So now they have a door.
Right. And now they have dinner.
And dinner.
So anyway, so Bunty's sitting next to one of her older daughters, and the older daughter's like, "I'm a midwife." And then she goes,
"Excuse
"Hold
me."
on. And then she goes underneath the table, and Bunty pops out another baby.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually surprised they didn't have her like nurse it right there, like just pop out a boob. And...
Well, I don't think she does the nursing. So,
Bunty doesn't do the nursing.
No, she gives the babies pig's milk. She gives it to Elfo too, which picks them all up.
Oh, that's right.
So pig's milk is a real thing, right? Because that's what pigs give to their piglets.
Yeah.
Humans don't consume it because it's really hard to get, number one. Number two, pigs are really fucking aggressive.
They are.
And they're also omnivores, so they eat anything.
Right.
So they will eat you.
Yeah.
So it's not a thing for us. Pig's milk is a thing, and some people do try to, but it's not good.
Procure it, I think is what you're looking for there.
It's not a viable agriculture product.
Okay.
That's the words I've got on my screen.
That was very nicely done.
Right?
High five for that one.
But it is higher in fat and more watery, actually. Apparently.
Okay.
Probably good for the
Never
piglets.
had it.
No, but it's probably good for piglets.
Probably. I would not want to be a mama pig and have aggressive little piglets at my boob.
I mean...
humans
horrible. Can't imagine having a litter, really. I mean, there are some people who end up having triplets or whatever, but
those with twins or more, right, probably understand it a little bit better.
But some beings have like 8 pups or whatever. So can you imagine being a parent to 8 all at once?
Nope. Nope. But yeah, that was one of the funniest Bunty things. And just Bunty and when she sat on the bed and
fell asleep. She's like, oh, so soft.
Exactly.
She just falls asleep.
And then Bean tries to have sex with her suitor guy that she's with next to her.
Sven.
Oh yeah, it was Sven. And then
the Viking guy.
I don't remember what interrupted that, but it was so funny.
Elfo.
Was it Elfo? Yeah.
It was Elfo.
Oh God.
But Bunty is married to the executioner.
Yes, and do you know who voices the
Noel Fielding?
Noel Fielding, one of our favorite actors.
Noel Fielding. I heard it.
Yeah.
And then it's just like Matt Berry. I was like, I know who that is.
Yeah. And it's so funny to hear him talk because, and I'm not sure which region of England this comes from, but when he talks, the TH sound is an F sound. So instead of threat, it's fret. And it's just how they talk there. I don't know exactly what the speech pathology is there, but that's one of the reasons why I know it was him, because I was like, oh yeah, I hear it. So funny. And the executioner is like trying to teach Bean how to be an executioner.
Yeah, because Bean's supposed to be getting a job because Zog ran out of girl things for her to do. It was be a princess or be a nun. Those are the only 2 girl things he knows. Right. You can't be anything else because I got nothing, so go find it. Right.
Very limited in womanly duties there.
But her trying to be an executioner leads her to, really think about life and death and how much control she has over that, and how she doesn't want to kill the witch.
Even though Lucy points out that she's already killed people, and she's like, in self-defense.
And then she does it again and ends up saving the witch.
Right?
Because the witch was under a curse from the German kinder.
Did you notice that when she laughed And she's like, "Oh, there's my laugh," and it's the exact same
It's
laugh.
the exact same, yeah. That's what I laugh like. It's the same, man.
It's great. So speaking of the witch brings me to Hansel and Gretel.
Right. The German, they're not kids, they're adults who kidnapped the witch, basically,
Yes.
and then turned her house into a cannibal den.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And they were going to eat Elfo.
Yeah. Poor
But
Elfo.
that's a dessert meat. That's why it was still in the oven.
Right. Exactly. You fed me, Elfo? No, he's still in the oven. He's a dessert meat.
He's a dessert meat. It's Elf, of course.
That's great.
Yes. Hansel and Gretel. They're nuts. They kidnapped Gwen. We find out her name's Gwen, the witch. She has a twin sister who apparently was stuck in the attic. She survived too. After
that's amazing.
They exploded her house after they left. Because she lived in a candy house and then she moved into a candy condo.
She did. So one of the things I wanted to make sure go over was that the King Zog gets on this kick to find immortality.
Right.
And he uses Elfo's blood to try to get with the pendant or whatever to gain immortality.
Right. And he spends most of the season talking about immortality, but he doesn't explain why he's looking for this immortality pendant. Or just immortality in
the
totality.
Pendant is actually called Eternity.
Eternity Pendant, Elixir of Life.
Yeah.
But they know that it comes with elf blood, which is why they were really excited to find Elfo.
Right.
Which is really funny. When they first get Elfo, they put him in a cage, but so he can still frolic like an elf, they put holes in the bottom of the cage.
For his feet to hang out.
For his feet to hang out so he could still just like run away.
One of the best scenes with Lucy is, yes, drink the blood to Prince Merkimer.
Yes, and it's actually Elfo who does that. Because Lucy was going to tell Merkimer that it was pig's
I thought
blood.
it was Lucy who was telling him to do it.
No, Elfo cut off Lucy and goes, do it. Drink my blood. Drink my blood.
Naughty boy.
And then that's what turns Merkimer into a pig.
Yes.
Which, why is he still in Dreamland? He doesn't need to stay. He's from Brentwood.
I don't know.
They also forget that he's there. So later when they go back to Brentwood, this is a later season, they go back, they're like, what, son? Who are you? Because Brentwood also lost their other son, which is how Bean was going to marry.
Oh, God, yes. He was impaled in the head.
Giesbert.
What a name.
I know. Giesbert. Anyway, you were going to talk about the immortality.
I find it interesting that that's a theme, and this was released in 2018, so it kind of makes sense in cultural terms of today, the current cultural terms of today, how some of our more, dare I say, elite or upper class people are seeking immortality, and that seems to be a theme that is.
Well, they've been doing that for years. Everybody.
It has, yeah.
I mean, think of Walt Disney, who froze his head.
Right. I think that this is something that's among that group. There's some sort of internal cultural thing or cultural influence or something. They influence each other or whatever in trying to engage with immortality, or that's an actual thing or whatever. And it's also explored in Futurama as well.
Because in Futurama, Fry ends up in the future.
Yes.
Because of cryogenics.
Yes.
By accident.
Again, just bumbling idiot just ran into things. And oh, by the way, that you're in a different time. What? So yeah, immortality is not an unknown thing or an unknown quest. I just find it interesting that someone who is in this medieval times is seeking immortality, and we can still relate that to current times now with the technology we have and all that stuff. And one of the things I was thinking about is that, philosophically, is that even something we should be even trying to obtain, right?
Well, people have been trying to get immortality for eons. That's
Yeah.
always been something that they wanted to do. I mean, we're not immortal, but we do have a longer lifespan as a human
Well, and
race.
I think humans wrestle with the idea, what do I leave behind? Because we know that the end will come, right?
And we also don't know
Eventually.
what's going to happen afterwards
Right.
with ourselves.
With
And we all
ourselves
have
or our
different
legacy. Mm-hmm.
right? And we all have different beliefs on what that might be. Personally, I believe in nothing. Our continuing is through our memories of other people's memories of
Right.
us. That's
right. Yeah. The
my
living is what
philosophy.
carries the legacy.
Exactly.
And that's not what he's looking for, though. He's actually looking for his own personal experience of living to continue.
Well, the thing about Zog is he's not looking for himself. We find that out. You think he is throughout the whole season, but by the end of the first season, or the 9th episode, that's when he tells Bean the truth about Dagmar, because she was at her statue, and Zog is like, that's not a statue, that is Dagmar.
Right.
And I've been trying to save her. That's what he's looking for, the immortality piece.
Yeah.
Is he's trying to get her out of the stone, but he doesn't know how.
Right.
Until
then
the pendant.
Bean
with Elfo and the pendant and all of that. He finally has the piece, but he doesn't have elf blood.
Right.
It was love, and it was blinding love. And even Lucy points that out in the final episode. You've been so blinded by love, you've missed what was actually in front of you.
Yeah.
And that's when Zog finds out that Dagmar was the one that poisoned the wine, and then ended up poisoning herself.
Part of the reason why this particular season feels so chaotic is it's kind of establishing that sort of pendulum of extreme to extreme to extreme to extreme.
Probably.
And it's just these visiting points of extreme.
Right.
And all these things. And it's
they do
trying
come
to
back.
settle.
A lot of these pieces come back. Just like Big Joe came back. How did he survive the volcano? No one knows.
I had a question about that. Yeah.
No one knows. He does still have a lost arm. So, but other than that, he somehow survived a volcano. Also, I like that they didn't introduce Porky. He wasn't in the first episode with Big Joe.
Right.
But Porky is there.
Isn't Porky his driver?
His second
assistant?
His assistant.
Yeah. That's so
And
funny.
Elfo says Porky and Big Joe have a toxic relationship. That's like one of the first things he says to Bean when she finds him in the cargo hold.
I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, there's somebody else we haven't really talked about, and that's Jerry. Jerry's another one of my favorite characters, and in this first season you don't see why. Jerry is not smart assistant of Cloyd and Becky.
Oh, Jerry, yeah. Yeah. He's like a henchman.
He is.
But he's a stupid one.
Well, a spoiler for later, he's also their brother.
Oh, wow.
And they tested, the reason he is the way he is because they tried to do the thing that they're trying to do to Bean on him.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So anyway.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Somebody else we haven't really talked about is Pops. Elfo's father.
Yeah.
Pops has one of my favorite lines in this first season, and he says, well, I was waiting to tell you until after I was dead, so I wouldn't have to tell you. So you weren't waiting to tell him. You just didn't want to tell him.
Right. Oh my God. That's great.
Oh boy. I have one more quote that's really funny.
Yeah, I was looking for my quotes too.
I have other trivia.
Oh, I have another one. Yeah, but keep going.
Derek says, Mommy, I'm afraid. Una says, stay close to your father. Derek says, that's why I'm afraid.
Exactly, yes. I had one. Do you remember the band of people that were stealing potatoes?
Yes.
They called themselves the gender neutral kleptocracy.
Yes.
I about died. I thought that was so funny.
So they're basically highwaymen.
They are.
They're
highway people.
They're highway people specifically. It's
they're
gender neutral.
Gender neutral, yes.
But highwaymen were a specific type of robber who stole from travelers, and they tend to travel and rob by horse, which is different than what it used to be. It was all by foot, basically, and normally in towns.
Think Robin Hood, that kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, they could be, yeah. They were also known as road agents, and in Australia, they were called bush rangers. Which I thought was great.
Alrighty.
But yeah, that group of thieves, they're very interesting. They convince Bean, again, this is where Bean is impulsive. They convince Bean they're trying to steal potatoes because apparently people hide them in the ground. Quote unquote. That's not where they grow. They hide them in the ground, of course. Whatever. But they're trying to steal potatoes, and Bean, or Lucy, this is where Lucy is doing his demoning, as where Lucy convinces them that Bean can steal actual things of value, because she can. She knows where the tomb is. She knows how to get in, all that kind of stuff. And so Bean does that. She's coming down from her high. She's like, this is a terrible time to come down from my high.
Right.
And she's stealing from her grandmother.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But the group, what's really funny is they get the bucket, and then they're like, we can get so many potatoes with this. They go right back to potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the gender neutral, they're run by, I don't even think they gave her a name, the leading lady. I
don't think she has a name.
I don't know. At least not in this season. Anyway, I just find them really funny. A lot of the external characters are really funny. Even the recurring characters are really funny.
I had another quote when Tess is trying to
and Tess shows up twice in this season.
Be herself. She's in the ball trying to dance or whatever, and then she accidentally knocks over a candle or something and sets something on fire, and it just goes horribly wrong. And she's like, I'm trying to help, and she just keeps like destroying more things.
Making
it's really chaotic and stuff. And so one of the attendees is running around and goes, this validates my bigotry. And I thought, oh my God, so funny, because it's confirmation bias.
It is. And she even says that there's only one guy. It was just Bob who did the rampaging. It's just Bob.
Ruined it for all the giants.
All giants. Yeah, when she first starts talking, she says, I'm not a monster. I'm a person with thoughts and feeling. For God's sake, I'm a grad student.
Exactly. That's great. That's great.
I do have some trivia. So in episode 3, Sorcerio uses lodestone to try to get rid of the demon. They also try to shake out the demon and use smoke to smoke out the demon, which Lucy puffs cigar smoke into it as well. So Bean's getting hit with 2 different types of smoke at the same time. Again, he's still a talking cat to them.
Right?
They don't see him as a demon at all.
Apparently he has smoking cat too.
Yeah. But anyway, so Sorcerio tries to use lodestone to magnet it out. Lodestone is magnetic, but it's only capable of attracting iron. Not demons.
That's funny.
And lodestone was actually used to make the first magnetic compasses.
Oh, interesting.
Right?
Okay.
So I have more trivia. I have a bunch of trivia. I say a bunch. It's actually not a lot because this show is a lot like the second hospital in the galaxy, where they don't really reference things of our time, though there are things that are referencing, like money pence.
Right.
Or Moonpence. I'm sorry.
Moonpence.
Moonpence.
Yeah.
Miss Moonpence. she's Moneypenny, right?
Yeah.
For Oddball, she's Moneypenny. But so there are references, but they're very small, and there's a bunch of them. And normally not based on what they say.
I have to say it was very well written for sure. Yeah, a lot of creativity in it. Yeah, I think it's a very well written show for sure.
Yeah. So anyway, based off of, I don't have a shit ton of trivia. I only have like 6. So episode 4 is when we first start seeing them use turkeys to send messages. That's not a real thing. That's not a thing that anybody did.
No. It's a play on sending a pigeon.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And it's also really funny because you can watch the turkey run ahead of the group.
I was going to say it's probably not very
effective.
Good mode. Yeah, not effective at all because they can't go great distances like pigeons can.
But that's how they talk to. They send a message to Dankmeyer at the end, towards the end of the season, as they send a turkey. That's how Bean invites everybody to the party at Dreamland, and the Dreamland Castle is sending turkeys.
Oh my god. That's great.
In episode 5, that's the episode with the German children, or the German cannibals. They serve Elfo peppermint swirlies, which are basically just peppermints, chocolate logs, which I couldn't quite tell what those were supposed to be, but they're basically chocolate bars, and then sugar plums. So sugar plums are an actual holiday candy. It's made of dried fruit, toasted nuts, and crunchy sugar on the outside. There's no plums involved, though.
Oh, how funny.
They're named after it because of the shape that they make.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
There's no actual plums. I mean, you probably could use dried plums, I guess. Do people make dried plums?
Yes.
Normally they're made with prunes.
That is a dried plum, is prune.
Interesting.
Like a dried grape is a raisin.
I didn't think I thought prunes were different.
No, not that I know of. I think a prune is a dried plum.
Hold on. No, you're right. It is a dried plum.
See, I wasn't right about Matt Groening, but I'm right about
it's a specific type of dried plum. It's very specific. Not all plums can be dried, I guess. No, not all plums are made the same. I don't know.
Not all plums are prunes?
Yes. But all prunes are plums.
But all prunes are plums.
Oh, gosh.
That's really funny.
So in episode 6, Derek calls himself the Bonnie Prince.
Yeah. I had to run it back because I was like, did I just hear what he said?
Yes.
Because isn't the word Bonnie like from Ireland? Isn't that
it's from Scotland?
Irish? Oh, Scotland. Okay.
And it refers to Charles Edward Stuart, who called himself the Bonnie Prince. And they were part of the Jacobists. But basically, they were trying to reestablish Scotland lineage into the English royalty.
Okay.
So he was part of that. But Bonnie for him means beautiful and young, handsome, all those kind of things.
I thought it was a term like an endearment or something.
It is.
Yeah.
And he called himself that.
Yeah.
And then other people started calling him that. And then it just, yeah. So Bonnie Prince. So Derek called himself the Bonnie Prince. While he's holding a teddy bear, by the way.
Right. Yes.
In front of a council of Dankmerians.
That poor teddy bear.
Yeah, it
goes through some stuff.
It's been torn apart, especially by Bean.
Right? To torture Prince Derek.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
He's the heir apparent, and she's annoyed by that.
Oh, yeah.
She's the oldest. She should be the heir apparent, duh. Anyway, he also talks about how he misses his tuffet.
Yes.
So a tuffet is a low seat or a footstool. It's or a large upholstered cushion. Why is he missing his tuffet?
Wasn't he sitting on like an uncomfortable wood seat or stone seat?
I don't think he was sitting at all. I think he was walking. I think they were walking through the swamp to try to get out.
Maybe that's his quote-unquote safe space?
Maybe. So we don't know much about Derek at this point.
No, we don't.
At the end of the season, he is locked in a tower.
Oh my god.
Because Una and Zog need to talk. And so they lock Derek in a tower to protect him. Yeah.
My goodness.
I'll give you a small spoiler there. They forget he's there.
Oh no.
Derek grows up a lot in the next seasons. So the last thing I have is necromancing. Because Big Joe talked about necromancing.
He did.
Did you want to do your trivia for
I didn't have it. I just wanted to bring it up. Necromancy it's been around a really long time. Mm-hmm. It is like a practice of communicating with the dead, or
it's also trying to reanimate the dead.
Has to do with just interacting with
the dead
and death, and even doing spiritual work and things like that. So it's a practice that you practice necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, that was Big Joe. Him with his necromancy. But this whole season really sets up a lot of the other stuff for the coming seasons. They set up characters that in this season are one-offs, like the Archdruidess. But they become more important later. They also sets up Maru and their whole thing with Cremora, which is where they find the pendant in the sand. Elfo on a stick, tied to a stick so he doesn't have to crawl across the stand is really funny. I'm not burning, but now I'm just feeling humiliation. I will say this whole first season, it's very white, except for really Lucy. But again,
what do you mean by light?
White.
Oh, white.
And there's only touches of LGBTQ stuff.
There is, yeah. I noted 3 of them. I may have missed some, but in the second episode, it shows another man in Oddval's bathtub, which creepily, he's in the bathtub next to Bean's bathtub.
Yeah, Lucy's also in that bathtub with Bean.
Exactly. The whole thing is weird. And episode 3...
Bunty's helping her wash, by the way.
Right.
So there's a bunch of people in this bathroom.
Right, yeah. Just bathe together, I guess.
I guess so, because Una ends up back in there later. And there's 2 tubs by themselves, and then there's a square tub, and that's what the one she's in, because she can spin. She can swim.
She can swim in there,
because she's amphibian.
In episode 3, Bean yells out, "That's it! I'm switching teams." And Lucy says, "Called it. I could tell by the pants."
So speaking of pants, Bean is one of the few female characters who actually wears pants.
Yeah.
Most of the female characters, are wearing dresses.
Yep.
Dagmar, Una, Bunty.
But characters like Tess, Tess is
wearing a dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all wearing dresses.
Interesting. Even Kissy wears a dress too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Bean wears pants and a shirt.
Yeah, and boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only other reference that I got was Oddval refers to Sorcerio. Such a weird
I know.
name.
It's because he's a sorcerer.
Right. Oddval refers to Sorcerio as a lover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Sorcerio and Oddval are in that orgy meeting together.
They might be in a polycule.
I don't want to reveal things too forward, but yes, they are.
Called it. Just like Lucy.
I mean, Sorcerio also sleeps with the Griffin. It's implied, I guess, because Sorcerio's left with the Griffin for a while, and we don't know what happens.
And the Griffin, it's not it. Yes, with male parts,
male, more masculine for humans,
right? So
they seem more masculine to
not going to go on too much of a limb here, but that could potentially be some trans representation or non-binary.
Could be, but I don't
there.
think so. I think that's just how griffins are, at least in this universe. But we don't know because there's not that many griffins, as she was explaining.
Yeah.
But Sorcerio was all on board for
it does
sleeping with her.
eggs. So
yes.
Just
yes,
weird and funny all at the same time.
Produce eggs. But there's not a huge amount of LGBTQ. There is more later as time goes on.
Yeah.
Especially with Oddval and Sorcerio.
I would imagine
also with Bean.
They couldn't do too much because in 2018, that's when the
specific people were in office, and Netflix was probably worried about that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Because our political stance does affect TV. Yay.
Yes, it does.
Who's in office does affect our TV, which is annoying.
And what we have access to.
That too.
So, overall, I did enjoy this show.
Yes. Yeah. I do enjoy this show. I think the later seasons are better. This first season is not my favorite, but it does, like I said, it's very build and blocky.
Mm-hmm.
Where it sets up things that don't seem relevant now, but they are going to be later.
Yeah.
There is a few things that are set up that don't get referenced later that maybe there was a plan, maybe there is a plan. The thing with Matt Groening's stuff is that he, just like with Futurama, there's always a plan forward.
Yeah. So, and I will say this does end on some cliffhangers. There's a couple of
this season ends on a cliffhanger. Yes.
Yeah, and at the time, I don't know if they knew they were going to go forward, but
I think they did because I believe Netflix picked it up for the first 2 parts in one go, and then after that, there was contract discussions.
Interesting that Netflix continued with this because they tend to cancel right after the first season.
Yeah. They do. They really do.
Especially really good shows, especially ones that have more humanistic baselines.
Right.
So.
And especially if they're LGBTQ, which this is.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And female-led.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
It took white men to sell it.
Of course. You have to have white men on your side, otherwise you're not going to make it in this world, unfortunately.
Right. So we should all be picking up a white man? Is that what you're trying to say?
We need to find a good white man.
for the elixir of life.
Right? There are good white men out there, and maybe white men, you should employ yourselves and just employ yourself as I am a white man who will explain things for you. Be your
personal mansplainer.
Yeah, personal mansplainer.
Wait, that went somewhere.
Yes. I think that job could go far, actually.
It should be a t-shirt that says seeking mansplainer. Apply here.
Oh gosh.
Okay. On that note.
That was a wild ride. But Disenchantment is a really fun show in its totality. This first season, little wonky, but still good. Final 2 episodes are really where it picks up.
And it leaves you with more questions, so you want to watch the second season.
Sure. Yes, I did want to continue watching. But
I did too.
I know what happens, and I still want to watch.
Yeah. I went into it so that when I go back into Netflix, it'll pick it right back up where I was.
Oh, good.
So I went into the second season on purpose so I could pick it back up.
One thing we didn't talk about was the intro. So the intro of the first season tends to of the intro of the first episode of every season, doesn't matter the season, tends to have hints for the later episodes, and then each episode has hints of the episode.
Oh. Well, it really is full of Easter eggs. I never noticed that.
This show is full. It is packed full of Easter eggs.
Okay.
And it foreshadows a lot of things early.
Interesting. Okay.
Characters, things that might come up later, all of that. Yeah.
It's interesting in a visual storytelling perspective, right?
Yes.
It's like literature on screen.
It is.
Yeah.
There's a
Interesting.
lot to consume in this show.
I like it.
So, is there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Okay.
Good.
I think this was a good episode.
It was a good episode. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. Super fun. All right.
So everyone, thank you for joining us today. Please be compassionate with one another. Be kind to one another.
Go be amazing.
Go be amazing. Love on yourselves. Love on your people.
Mm-hmm.
Show up.
Right. Try not to control other people. Don't be a Zog.
Don't be a Zog.
Or an Elfo, when Elfo realizes that he's doing the exact same Zog was doing.
Right?
He says, I just want to control you. Oh.
And then he keeps going,
oh. Because he keeps saying things just like Zog would.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That was a good scene.
He's also wearing a ruff.
Right? Because he was at the dance and that's his upgraded outfit. Yeah. It's great.
Okay.
Anyway, take care of yourselves. Thank you for listening to us today.
Follow us on Blue Sky. Yeah.
We'll see you in the next one.
They won't see us. They're going to hear us.
They'll hear us in the next one.
This is going to be a continued joke because we've been doing that for several episodes now. Bye, everybody.